Alright, hey guys, it's me again. I finally have my little joint set up, so I'm hands free. Okay, so today I am going to talk about actually a message that I got. Someone looking for what would you do type of advice. So this person, a male, wrote in asking about a situation. So it'd be nice if I pulled it up. Hold on. Alright, y'all. I'm here and I'm here replying to a request I got through my email, messaging, whatever. I'm gonna try to make it quick because I'm trying not to have these videos be so long. Okay, let's get started. So here we read. It says, let's say you're involved with a guy who is amazing, does everything that's expected without having to ask, pays the bills, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, shows you time and time again that he's all about you. Not to mention the other things he does to make your load so much easier. Should that guy have to beg for sex? Or even a back massage? What's the underlying problem? Is it him or her? Should he stay or should he go? I ask simply because she constantly strokes his ego so he doesn't feel like it's a problem with him. And when he tries to communicate with her, she's just not understanding. So with all that being said, who is settling and or getting taken advantage of? He said it's not his situation. He just wants feedback on it. So for me, I feel like whenever there is an issue with sex or intimacy, it's never on the surface. So for instance, as he says, this person does everything, cooks, cleans, pays the bills, grocery shops, basically spoils her, shows her that he's all about her, but apparently he has to beg to have sex or, basically intimacy. And I personally feel like whenever there's an issue like this, it's not really on the man unless there's something that he's not saying. But it's usually something that the woman is feeling or not feeling or not getting, and maybe she's just not saying it. So it could be that she's not attracted to him sexually and she just likes what he does for her. So basically she's there for what he can do and not so much of what she feels. It could be her own personal issues. Like there's a lot of things missing. Like, was this always an issue? Did something happen and then this kind of changed? Did they have a child? Was there some kind of mistrust or just something? It doesn't always have to be an issue of infidelity to make a woman or man feel a kind of way about you. It could be something that happened with your family and you didn't stick up for her and now she's turned off. You know what I mean? So if nothing happened, then I would say it's just something that she's feeling and she either doesn't want to say it or maybe she really doesn't even know where it comes from. Because sometimes it could be like, oh, I don't know, I just don't feel like it. And you really maybe can't pinpoint exactly what it is. You just know that that's how you feel. So it's difficult to discuss it because you really don't know. Like, I've been there as well. Like, I really couldn't say why I felt this way about whatever. I just knew that I felt that way. And I couldn't tell the person how to fix it. I couldn't like give a solution myself. I just knew that this is how I felt and that's what it was. So it could also be something like that, and situations like that are unfortunate because it's hard. You either have to just go through the motions or try to like do some real work about it. Now, as far as should you stay or should you go, or should he stay or should he go, For me personally, I'm always going to say if you're in a situation that is not feeding you, it's not giving you what you need, and it's more of a give than take, and I mean like exponentially, and what's being described here, I don't know what else she's doing. I don't know what the rest of the relationship is like, because for me personally, sex is at the bottom of the totem pole when it comes to relationships and what makes it work. Like, that's not something that needs to be there 24/7. Like, for me, you can go through a patch of not sleeping together and be completely fine, as long as everything else is in line. Because sometimes it comes a time where you might have an issue medically where you can't do it, and in that case, then what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So for me, that's not really a huge deal breaker. I know a lot of men equate that with love, but a lot of women may not feel that way. It depends on the person. Me personally, that's not a deal breaker. We don't have to have sex. That's not going to end the relationship. But if other things are lacking and that's lacking, then it's like, nah. You know what I mean? So I can't really say if you should go or stay, or he should go or stay, because if this is the only problem, I would say you can just work it out, because then everything else should be fine, right? But if everything else is not fine and you have this issue, then I would say then cut your losses and keep it moving. Like, what's keeping you there? Hope that it's going to change. I've done that. Didn't work. Just wasted time. But again, no time is wasted. You live, you learn. And relationships teach you different things. Friendships, whatever, teach you different things. So I would never say it's wasted time. But what I'm saying is, you have to be with someone for who they are now. Period. So if how things are going now doesn't serve you and you're not happy, then you gotta go. You can't sit around waiting and say, oh, maybe it's gonna change. Maybe this is gonna happen. Because maybe it will never come. It can never, it's a possibility it might. But it's also a possibility that it might not. So me personally, if you're unhappy and it's all around unhappy, gotta go. But again, that's my default. I refuse to stay in a situation that is not serving me. If I'm not happy with it, I've discussed it, I've tried to fix it, and it's just not serving me, it's not doing anything for me, then why? Why am I doing it? If you can't answer the question of why you're doing it, and that why answer is something that is giving you that you need, something that you feel like you're missing, something that's helping you get along better with your days, if that why is not there, then yeah, you should go. But then again, it's like, should you stay, should you go? If you're asking that question, foot is probably outside the door. So take it as you think. What y'all think from what I said? Because like I said, I feel like some things are missing, and it's hard to think and say, yeah, it's black and white, this is what you should do, because again, we don't know what else she's doing or not doing. But off of what you got, y'all think he should stay or should he go?